Matt, tell me when discipleship goes wrong, or when someone's not receiving, when someone's not honoring in the context of you discipling them, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, so I mean, typically, it does happen, and we have to talk about all kinds of different aspects of this.
Yeah.
And so typically, when that happens, I go straight to it. I just call it out, like, hey man, I love you too much than to not say something. And this isn't about me. Sometimes if you explain that context, like, they'll think, oh, it's just him, he's been rejected, so he's going. So I take myself out of it and just say, hey, I see a pattern of this where guys are speaking into your life, I'm speaking into your life in different areas, and there doesn't seem to be a willingness to actually accept anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so just and saying, hey, what do you think about that? And bouncing the ball back to them, seeing their thoughts, with it.
Yeah.
And then I'll paint out, hey, if that continues, like, this is what it'll look like in your life, right?
Yeah.
It's going to go into your marriage in this way. It's going to go into your children, and then it's going to pass on to your grandchildren in these different ways.
Yeah.
If we don't come to a place of humility. So painting out the beauty of humility, the beauty of honor, right? The beauty of submission. Submission's a bad word in America, right? Or in the American world, we don't want to submit to anybody.
Yeah.
But actually, only until you've submitted to authority can you actually do anything.
Amen.
Really,
yeah.
right? It's only as big as your ego. You submit yourself, and there's a beauty to that. Actually,
Yeah.
we all admire the guys on the battlefield who lay their lives down. They submit their lives for the good of their community.
Yeah.
We honor it in that context, and we need to take that truth on for ourselves. So building out the beauty of that, and but even then, there are going to be some guys who ride straight over that. And so you'll recognize it where you're having the same conversations over and over and over again with these guys. And there may come a point where you have to say, hey, listen, like, I'm a busy guy, and like, I want to sow out to you. My heart is, but you have to have a heart to receive. And if you don't, then it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And so let's think about, that, and let's get back together. And so kind of laying, occasionally you have to draw a red line in the sand. So I've had guys too where I've had to do that.
Wow.
And another thing too is that we need to get our assignments from the Lord at all times. Initially, when I started out mentoring people, discipling people, my eyes were attracted to people who had need, right? Who were the needy ones. And you can come in a room and see who's needy. You can come in a room when the Lord gives you eyes for and see who's hurt, who's all these different things.
Right.
And I would orient my time based upon that. And there was a specific moment where God said, you've been doing this, and in the future, though, I want you to orient your time based on hunger. And so he gave me eyes to see the hungry. And so what I realized was this, is that some people are hurt because they need someone to pick them up. Some people are hurt, though, because they want to live their lives as victims. They don't want to change their thought patterns. They always want to be that way at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so when you try to feed those people, you'll figure out quick enough that they don't want to change. But if you feed the hungry, the humble, the meek, they will take it, and the 30, 60, and 100-fold.
Yes.
And you see it. You see the growth,
Right.
right? And so yeah, sometimes you have to have, conversation. That's why it's good if they're not codependent on you, and you're not codependent on the need for them to be in your life.
Right.
I'm coming because I have something to give. The beauty of each person is like immense to me, and I see it and I appreciate them, right? But I have to realize that the person writing their love story is not me, it's the Lord. I'm there for a season often.
Yeah.
And so I can release them back to the Lord much easier if I come in with that mindset.
Yeah.